us a little bit about the makeup of the staff that you've got, the 20 staff. How important is it in terms of the localization aspect of it? Bear in mind the physical place where you're based doesn't necessarily define, and in your case doesn't define the customers that you service, but you still sort of associate yourself as a Northeast provider, but not delivering nationally. Mm-hmm. So the communities that you're based in, your investment in those communities, your investment in the sector as well, because I think you're doing all of that. But share with us in terms of obviously that's been a conscious decision. That's been something that you've spearheaded. So share your thoughts, please.
So obviously in York we have a head office, and our core team is based in York. However, through COVID and previously, we had some staff who lived in other parts of the country. So it's not been a restriction other than for general core team for people to be based in York all the time. Although it is a requirement for them to come to York and be willing to travel to York, because the fact that the company is set up in York and it's Yorkshire based is really close to our heart. And therefore, one of the things we've wanted to do is invest in North Yorkshire and the Humber. And therefore, that's why I'm an ambassador for apprenticeships in North Yorkshire. And we link a lot with quite a lot of companies in North Yorkshire, and we've invested in the North Yorkshire Apprenticeship Awards in order to give something back into the community in North Yorkshire. However, in order to operate as a company nationally, we've needed staff all over the country, which is where we're harnessing technology in order to still have that bigger, wider team to facilitate a national organisation. But also we've wanted to give back into the sector and invest in how apprenticeships are developed nationally and be able to influence that policy. And therefore we've engaged with other organisations so that we're able to influence and develop what needs to happen in the field of employability and apprenticeships, but also be able to take that learning and influence back into North Yorkshire and be able to use that with the companies there. So we've invested in Made in Yorkshire in order to support our engineering and manufacturing organisations in the Yorkshire and Humber area, because, like they say sometimes, you can take the girl out of Yorkshire, but you can't take Yorkshire out of the girl. Yeah. It's the same with OAL, in terms of, Yorkshire is at the core of what we do, and therefore we need to invest back into that area, because there's not always enough investment in the north, really, in general.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.